Hey, Mr. 2020, do you remember me? You imagined celebrating my success. Get how cool this is? So about 6 months ago, I love getting to know people. And about 6 months ago, one of my Manifesting Mastery people said, would you imagine for me, like Neville did for his guy? And I said, yeah, of course. And so I did. Now, I'm selfish. What I do is I imagine your emails making my day. In other words, I get your email and I go, awesome, man. That's me. The little kid in me just loves that. And I also imagine your reaction to my reaction, right? We call this reverb, right? See, if I'm just imagining your success, that's one thing. But what would imply your success? My happiness. And what would imply that I'm really, really happy, knowing that you're really, really happy, that I'm really, really happy, that you're really, really happy? You get this? And it doesn't take long. It's literally that shared moment, right? One sip simple. Remember, we're not making long mind movies. We're not rewriting scripts. We're not flipping the script, changing the story, writing it out 700 times, doing affirmations. My experience of your experience. It begins with wouldn't it be cool? Right? The producer moment. Wouldn't it be cool? Yeah, it would, right? Wouldn't it be cool if I was celebrating your success and you were happy, I'm happy? That's the author moment. And when I surrender to that shared experience that reverbs back and forth, cool. And it don't take long. The reason why so many people listen to endless affirmation loops, buy paintings with silly shits hidden inside, right? Like, think about it. I had a buddy who started selling that stuff. And I love him to bits. But he was selling, if you stare at the painting, your wishes will come true. Right? You didn't stare at a painting to have a problem, did you? You just saw something and accepted it as true. And you get to change how you see the world by moving into how you would see what you would hear, how you would hear it if your wish were fulfilled. What if needing excuses isn't who you were anymore? Because a lot of people, they've made excuses so real. You know, that's what they live for. That's where they live from. They tell me their excuse. I'm going to change the name, Robbie Boy. And you know why I call you that. I'm glad you joined us. I'm glad we started chatting. And I'm super, super happy to share in your success. So that's what I got this morning. Let's just call this the reverb method. I love Bucky Fuller. We explored him in Dream Driven Day. Bucky said, I seem to be a verb. And that means something to me. I became fascinated with that many, many years ago. Because from what I can tell, I'm an experiencer and I'm an experience. And when I change how I experience, I change what I experience. And if you got gold, crass commercial, manifestingmasterydeluxe.com. You're going to do one out of two things right now. You're going to make an excuse not to do it. Oh, I already did it, or I can't afford it. We've got 90 new videos, a Facebook group, live group calls, a big-ass bonus box. ManifestingMasteryDeluxe.com. It is not the same course. Well, it is, but it's not. It has the original lessons built in. But every day you get a new video from me. And you can chat with me in the groups. And you can join us on the live calls. But I digress. Totally up to you. At the end of your life, at the end of your day, you're going to have a mountain of excuses that you can stare at. Or you will have a kingdom built on excellence that you can be proud of. That will bless your family. That will bless your being. You can be the blessing or you can be total bullshit. Totally up to you. My name is Mr. 2020. This is the Power of Imagination podcast where we explore one thing and one thing only. Not just the sun getting in my eyes, but the wonder-working power of the human imagination. Dive deeper, soar higher. Have a great day. See ya.